And that's the other thing of the version of Christianity that I was raised in, was that, when I became heathen, it's like, that's not how the gods operate either. It's not even how our ancestors necessarily operate. Not everything that happens is a sign. Not every raven is Odin. Not every cat is Freya. You know what I mean? Not every I'm big in the heron thing, but not every heron is my ancestors coming or whatever. It's not everything that happens is an automatic omen or sign. So sometimes things just are what they are, and like with the whole like illnesses or sicknesses. I mean, these aren't. Don't read too deep into it. Just because you got sick doesn't mean that the gods are upset at you for something that's. So I had to relearn that or unlearn some of those things that gave me that worldview in the first place. And it all goes back to indoctrination, right? All these things that I'm remembering and talking about are as the result of and due to being indoctrinated, being brought up in a way to believe it as truth. And some of these things, um, and this is just a small kind of scratching on the surface, but some of these things have taken years for me to, uh, unwire myself from really believing as true, because I was brought up in it for 20 some years, almost close to. Yeah, because I left New York when I was 21 going on 22, but I still had those things that I was living in a way, or trying to at least live in a way that was reflecting upon my upbringing. So I still had those worldviews a part of my life, even after I stopped going to that church, or living with those people, or following that particular path. I still had that as what was informing my worldview on things. So, 20 plus years of indoctrination, having other people tell me, and then what other people told me was also, you need to study, you need to learn, you need to do it yourself. And so when I did, and when I started learning other things, or I started kind of thinking for myself, that was a no go. Like they're like, you know, it was weird because out of one side of their mouth, I'm being told, don't take my word for it. You know, see it for yourself in the scriptures, read it for yourself from God's word. Well, then when I start reading God's word and I'm finding holes in it and challenging it, I'm being told, no, 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 don't do that.